Hello, all you fine friends out there. It's me again, Chris. And we're back with more Triangle Strategy. Last time, we had a very big celebration to celebrate the opening of the new Norzelian mines. I don't know where on the map it is, but anyways, then we had a tournament, which we got second place in. We beat the Holy State of Hyzant, I believe they're called. I don't think it's going to tell me, actually. Whatever. These guys. We beat them. And then we lost to Maxwell the Dawn Spear. Then we were told that the king has ordered us to go home with one of the two kingdoms that joined us. Either Esfrost up here, or Hyzant down there. And that decision will be made here at Whiteholm Castle.
Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost or the Holy State of Hyzant.
Cool, so let's get into it.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, we need to decide which kingdom we're going to.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why.
There we go.
State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
Yep.
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine.
And that, Serenoa, is called democracy.
Such is the way of House Wolford.
The House of Democracy.
As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
Very well.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Uh,
Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huet.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
it would, wouldn't it?
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Yes.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
Time for a gimmick. Esfrost or Hyzant. Would that we had the time to visit both. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote.
The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party, as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect the chances of success. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast, so be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. Alright, thank you, tutorial. Alright, so, Roland Hewitt and... oh no, why am I blanking on his name? Whatever, shield guy.
Eridor.
Want to go to the Grand Duchy of
His
Esfrost.
name is Eridor.
Meanwhile, Benedict, Frederica, and Gila want to travel to the holy state of Hyzand. And Anna is undecided. Alright. Well, I guess we'll hear out... let's go from the top. Let's hear out Roland first. Roland, my friend. Doubtless Esfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? I'm gonna postpone the persuasion for now. We're gonna go to Hewitt first. I just want to hear all their arguments.
Lord Serenoa.
Esfrost soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. I have great interest in seeing how Esfrost's soldiers train. Well, we'll see about that. Right, next is him. Why have I forgotten his name?
Listen, lad.
Eridor. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Eridor. Can't very well say Hyzand holds much appeal to me. Sorsley and Exharm are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Esfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weather won't. The way I see it, you can't go wrong with a visit to Esfrost, considering your nuptial circumstances. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, a ladder. No. I want to climb the ladder. What does this do for me? Whatever. I'm going down. There's people here. King Regna expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. If there is anything I can do to be of service, simply say the word. I should like to learn more about the holy state of Hyzand. I know they lay claim to the source, and thus all Norzelia's salt. I should like to know more about Frederica's home. I hear the Grand Duchy of Esfrost is known for its views on freedom. I should like to hear more about our home of Glenbrook. Are there any problems I should be aware of? Well, this will give me an opportunity, to gain more information. So, let's see. Where would I like to go, actually? Where do I, the player, Chris, want to go? Alright. I have decided that I would like to go to Esfrost. True north, strong and free. I would have thought you an expert on the subject, considering your bride-to-be hails from that very land, but allow me to tell you what I know. Esfrost is nestled within the snowy mountains to the north, and is famed for its abundance of iron and expertise in smithing. Their elite soldiers, known as the Black Irons, managed to make quite the name for themselves during the Salt Iron War. The nation is led by Archduke Gustadolf, Lady Frederica's older brother, and though he holds most of Esfrost's political power, he encourages the people to act freely and promotes individuals on the basis of ability, rather than blood or social status. I see. That sounds wonderful. Perhaps it does now, but we mustn't forget that they were the very ones who caused the war of 30 years past. They are an ambitious people living in a cold and harsh nation, which makes me think that hunger of theirs is still alive and well. Pray, forgive me, I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Indeed. Alright. Franny. Lord Wolfort, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities, but being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Roland is doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Roland may be a prince, but he is also like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in service of the crown. I appreciate your concern, Prince Franny, and Hope that you and I can be friends as well, just like our fathers before us. Ooh, which one do I want to choose here? Let's see. I'm gonna go for Roland is doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way, because he kind of is. Thoughts like that are precisely why he is still so immature. I wish the solution were so simple, but neither king nor kingdom is perfect. Even so, why would he choose a path that leads to his own suffering? It seems I misjudged you, Prince Franny. You weigh a lot more than Roland than I had thought. Worry? There is no cure for foolishness, so why would I waste my worries on him? Prince Franny and Minister Patriot are waiting to see off our esteemed guests. They said to ask them if you have any questions on the matter. I kind of swap between like 3 different voices for him. Okay, let's go talk to Benedict, who wants to go to the holy state of Hyzant. Let's see. Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe we could benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I'm going to postpone for now. Alright, Frederica.
Serenella.
I have always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How did she spend her youth? I would very much like to see. I would very much like to visit Hyzant, my mother's homeland. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. I feel like, yeah, she doesn't really want to go to Esfrost, but, you know, I've decided that I would like to go. Does that make me a bad husband to be? Probably. Alright. Gila.
Serenella, hello.
Until now, Frederica's position has offered her new... Until now, Frederica's position has offered her few chances to visit Hyzant. Deepening your relations with the Holy State would doubtless be to your benefit as well. Why not use this opportunity to let Frederica realize a long-held wish in the meantime? There is a rare opportunity before us. Lady Frederica would be overjoyed if we were to take it. And I'd also have better luck talking to Stonewall. Okay, well... I feel like I'm going to have trouble convincing Frederica and Gila. I guess, but gonna be okay. Right, Anna, we're undecided.
Lord Serenella.
As Frost or Hyzant, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Okay, so basically she listens to me no matter what. As Frost or Hyzant, it makes no difference to me. Still, I would be interested to hear your preference. Well, she has my preference. You know, I have my preference. I wish to visit the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. They say Esfrost is the nation of iron and ice. What about it appeals to you? It is Frederica's home, where my future brother-in-law resides as Archduke. It's only natural to want to deepen our relationship. Doubtless they will prove it to be vital in ensuring the success of the mining endeavor. I heard a story of a smuggler pursued by Esfrost's military, but I would like to hear more of the story and what his crimes were to deserve such a grave response. You know, the information I gained unlocked this one, so... Gaming... My gaming instinct tells me to choose this one.
Indeed.
A smuggler. Must have been a bold crime indeed for us to be speaking of it now. I wonder what he was peddling to risk so much. I too would be interested to hear more of the story. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Esfrost. Anna is deep in thought. That's nice. Okay. Let's go try to convince Benedict here.
Lord Serenella.
Alright. Yep. Jeez, he's not gonna break, is he? What interest have you in the great duchy of Esfrost, my lord? I've heard much of the grandeur of Vestfrost City. Our lord should take an interest in how life is lived in other nations. I'd like to visit Frederica's homeland, both to sate my own curiosity and for the sake of our marriage. Their country is built on unfettered trade. I almost said rage. Being lord of a mercantile hub, that idea holds great interest for me. Ooh, right. I'm going to go with that one. Ah, yes, certainly. A fascinating aspect of their society. However, I find Hyzant's claims of universal equality to be even more intriguing. I appreciate your point of view, my lord. There is much I must think over before I reach a final decision.
Certainly not.
Of course, if you have further thoughts on the matter, then I would be all too glad to hear them. Esfrost's achievements in ironwork are second to none. Have you no interest in seeing such marvels? Truth be told, I find Esfrost's chilling winds more appealing than the stifling sands of Hyzant. Knowledge is the foundation of power. We could learn much by wandering the archives for a spell. Okay. Benedict strikes me as someone who likes to read, so we're going to go with the archives.
True.
Ah, the archives, the seat of the world's knowledge. Even the most erudite among us is but a tool. Even the most erudite among us is but a fool before these countless tomes.
I am decided.
You have given me much to consider, my lord. I shall take your perspective into account when making my decision. Benedict appears indifferent to your plea. Okay, well, Benedict, you can just... Alright. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of trouble convincing Frederica and Gila. But we're going to try. Oh, please don't hate me, fiancé. You wish to visit Esfrost? Might I ask why? I want to see more of your homeland. As your betrothed, I feel the curiosity is only natural. Truth be told, I prefer the cold to the stifling heat. Such has ever been the case. The people of Hyzant may not be so welcoming as you believe. This is true. This is very true.
No.
This is because I am a Rosellan. Please, I do not need others to presume upon my feelings. I am proud of the hair my mother gave me, and do not concern myself with the opinions of others. You seem to have given quite a bit of thought to this question, Serenoa.
And?
If we do travel to Esfrost, how would you like to spend our visit? I intend to see relation between our two nations deepened, as much for our own marriage as for the future of our mining venture. I was hoping you could show me your home, if you are willing. I want to see a society built by the ambitious, a society free from stifling pomp and circumstance. Okay, just because that was unlocked, I don't think it's the right thing to say. I'm gonna say this. You are ever thinking of how you can serve your house. Of course, diplomacy is an important consideration for any lord, but forgive me, it is a noble goal. Of that there can be no doubt. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall consider them as I come to form my own opinion. Frederica appears indifferent to your plea. Okay, well, Gila. Gila. I wish to visit the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. If your heart is truly set on Esfrost, I would be curious to know your reasons. I wish to know more about my betrothed. What better way to do that than visit her home? Although Esfrost may be cold, I find the chill much more preferable to the heat. A story I heard of, a particularly skilled smuggler caught my attention. They even sent the military after him. I wonder what he could have been peddling. I am curious about that, actually. Yeah. Ah, yes. Although I cannot say if we speak of the same person, I did hear tell of a man that had been caught smuggling salt into Esfrost.
Indeed.
Curious. I suppose with this joint mining venture before us, such matters would pique your interest.
My mind is made up.
I believe I have more than enough food for thought. Gila's deep in thought. Okay. And Roland, Hewitt, and Erador, they all have the same opinion as me, so... yes. Shall we begin? Yes. voting.
It is time to cast our votes.
That it is.
Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the Holy State of Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Forgive me, my lord.
My apologies, but I believe there is too much to be gained from visiting the Ministry of Medicine.
I am so sorry.
I'm sorry, Serenoa, but I fear if I don't see Hyzant now, I will regret it.
You aren't wrong, but
I apologize, but I must choose Hyzant, as much for Frederica as for myself.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow. I think we're still going to Esfrost. It's just not as unanimous as I would have hoped.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yes. I don't know what that means. Oh, I got a achievement. Negotiator. Successfully persuade an ally. Of which I did for Anna. So, we are traveling to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Esfrost.
We do.
We have decided. We set sail for Esfrost.
Yes.
Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patria.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Archduke, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
I'll remember. Oh, Regna boy.
Archduke Gustadolf will be pleased that you chose to honor our nation with a visit.
Yes.
I'm sure he is eager to get to know his new brother-in-law as well.
The feeling is mutual, I assure you.
Does this mean she is coming back too? I feel myself getting sick already.
Oh, you'll be fine, Erica.
That swill they call wine will taste even more vile now, I fear.
Yeah, I really stepped in it this time, didn't I, Frederica?
Are you sure you wouldn't prefer to stay at Castle Wolford?
Nonsense. I am coming with you.
I want to look into your deep blue eyes more. Whither the river flows completed. That was a really fast chapter. No, you don't save in an active playthrough. Alright, let's begin. Take it away, narrator lady.
Acting as King Regna's envoy, charts a course down the Norzelia River for the Duchy of Esfrost.
That was not the river.
Ere long, Serenoa and crew arrive at a massive gate, itself dwarfed by the snow-covered mountains that lie beyond. Awaiting them at Twins Gate, as it is known, is Farog Esfrost, second in power and influence only to the Archduke himself.
A land of snow and ice.
Avlora, Erica, Thalis, welcome home. I trust the ceremony was a fruitful one. Minister of Esfrost, Svarog Esfrost. Younger brother to the previous Archduke and uncle to Gustadolf and Frederica. He was given stewardship of the distant Twins Gate, away from the Esfrosti seat of government.
Alright.
was my duty as minister to be present.
Thank you for having us in your domain, Uncle. The crags are lovely as ever.
Lord Svarog, I present to you Lord Serenoa Wolfort, come on behalf of King Regna.
Yes.
Ah, the Wolfort boy. Frederica's betrothed, yes?
Yep.
The very same, my lord. I thank you for the warm welcome.
The honor is mine, Lord.
I wouldn't say that's very warm, but okay.
Svarog Esfrost at your service. I watch over Twinsgate, the front door of our duchy.
Lord Svarog is father to Dragan, and uncle to the Archduke and myself.
We did not expect to see you again so soon, Frederica.
Yes.
But I understand wanting to show off your handsome groom-to-be.
Ooh, Svarog. I'm taken.
Good to see you're still not afraid to speak your mind. A word of advice, lad. You do well not to anger her.
I imagine so.
Your words to heart.
It is quite the burden you're undertaking, my friend.
Prince Roland, I did not expect you'd be in attendance.
And yet he
It's
is.
been quite some time, Lord Svarog. But today I come as an attendant to House Wolfort.
A secret visit, then. Say no more.
King Regna thanks Lord
Welcome
Regna
to
for all he has
Canada,
done for the
Roland.
mining effort. His engineering prowess has proved indispensable.
As his boasting has no doubt proved intolerable. Forgive the boy, my lord.
Their clothes are red and their hair is white.
Said,
This is literally just Canada.
He truly does wish to lead us into a new era.
And they have a prime minister. Well, there you go.
You expect great things from him, then?
Against my better instincts, perhaps. But such is my lot.
Am I going to have to give every Frosty that I meet from now on a Canadian accent?
No doubt you are weary from your journey.
Maybe.
I shall keep you no longer.
We'll see.
Duke Gustadolf awaits you at Ironstone.
Woo!
Then we shall take our leave. Thank you, Lord Svarog.
Into Canada we go, my friends.
House
rhyme. Okay. Where are you going?
House Wolfort arrives at Ironstone, where they are greeted by Archduke Gustadolf.
Alrighty then. Let's go do that. Welcome to Canada, where we also have running lava. The throne room of Canada.
I am Gustadolf, Archduke of Esfrost. Allow me to personally welcome you to my nation.
Oh, wow, Gustadolf. My goodness. Woof.
Archduke of Esfrost. Gustadolf Esfrost. Archduke of Esfrost.
Yes, I think we've established that.
And a firm believer in freedom. He is a broad-minded and level-headed ruler who has brought his nation to new heights by promoting those with a skill rather than social status.
With skill. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, basically Canada.
I hear I am addressing the new Lord of House Wolfort, yes?
That you are.
Serenoa Wolfort, Your Grace. It is an honor to have an audience with you.
Indeed.
On behalf of King Regna and all of Glenbrook, you have our sincere gratitude for your generous contributions to the mining effort.
Consider your gratitude accepted. Avlora informs me that you fought well in the tournament. I would much like to see for myself how the legendary Simon's son carries himself in battle.
Well, you will.
I trained twice
Probably.
as hard, yet am not half the warrior he is.
It is good that you make such effort. I would expect no less for my brother-in-law to be. Norzelia is changing. The time when matters were settled by blade draws to a close.
Indeed.
In the spirit of this age of diplomacy, I would hear your honest thoughts on the mining accord.
Well, I believe it an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations. It is a lucrative enterprise that stands to benefit all of our nations equally. I cannot shake the fear that our visions do not align, and this fragile alliance may not hold. Do I want to be real, or do I want to be optimistic? I believe in an important alliance that may bring new harmony to our three nations. Let's go with that. Harmony to our three nations.
I believe it an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations.
An uninspiring answer, and naive at that.
Thanks, Gustadolf.
Truly believe that each of our nations aspires to the same harmony?
No.
And what is it that you aspire to, Your Grace?
Why, peace for all of Norzella, of course. Peace and freedom for all its peoples to live as they please.
I believe in Canada.
Do not lose sight of your role in all of this. Stand by Serenoa always, and represent Esfrost with pride and grace.
I shall, brother.
Prince Roland, as you have come in secret, I will dispense with formalities.
I appreciate the consideration, Your Grace.
That said, does King Regna not worry that his younger son visits a foreign land on his own?
I am no longer a child, and it is a prince's duty to be worldly.
A fine outlook. In that case, I would show you to the archives.
Ooh, we get to go to the library.
Ancient to the new. I dare say it rivals that of Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine.
An intriguing offer, and one I gladly accept.
Lord Wolford, you and your men are free to join us as well.
Very good.
Your Grace, I understand the archives hold many a closely guarded secret.
And rest assured, I have no intention of giving those away. But now that we are allies, through mining and marriage alike, a brief tour is more than an order.
You know, I'm looking at Gustadolf, and like, if you cut his hair a little bit, I feel like his, like, you know, pixelated sprite there would look a little like current Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. That's probably a reach, honestly.
But I heard this is where the salt flows cheap like.
Not here, it doesn't. Go bother someone else.
Billy?
Not asking for my health. Here's an advance.
How much do you need?
That's Billy.
As much as you can spare.
Rest in peace, Billy.
I'm here for 10 times what I gave you.
I'm not to sell you now. Come back tonight, money in hand, with a spot marked here.
And I know your face, so don't try anything stupid.
You have my word.
I miss you, Billy. I really do.
That looks like the spot on the map. Just there. Right then, Sickers. I've got the location for you. This is where they do their dirty work.
I knew you were the man for the job. Excellent work, Rudolph.
Oh.
My name's cleared then, yeah? I'll be pardoned?
We have profiles. Alright.
Former salt smuggler, Rudolph Mueller.
Okay.
Rudolph Mueller, an imprisoned salt smuggler who agreed to work with Cyprus in exchange for a pardon. He was once a hunter, and his expertise with a bow has caused the constabulary trouble in the past.
Very nice.
You have my word. That said, our forces are stretched quite thin this evening.
As Frosty Constable, Secret Duke, the head of the Esfrost's constabulary, charged with upholding the peace. His honest and orderly conduct has earned Gustadolf's favor.
We'll need you to assist in apprehending them as well.
Risk my life in exchange for a pardon? Are you mad?
We need you. These fiends are swindling the poor, selling them impure salt mixed with all manner of unsavory things. They must be jailed at all costs.
Jailed? Oh, wow. Never seen that word spelled that way before.
I'll help you bring him in.
Gold.
You're too good a man to be branded a criminal.
Don't you flatter me after all this. You saw him, didn't you? They don't work alone.
Nope, they don't.
An operation like this ain't run by one man. And last I checked, we're only two.
We'll assemble reinforcements.
The archives. Hooray.
Welcome to the Library of Canada.
What an astounding collection of tomes.
The sum of Norzelia's knowledge, including volumes thought lost or banned outright in other nations.
Wow.
I did not expect to see so many people in a facility so important.
Each and every one is a scholar, conducting important research in their field of expertise.
Scholars? All of them?
All of them.
Brother gives no thought to background, gender, or social status during the selection process. All in Esfrost are given equal opportunity, provided they show desire and aptitude.
Kind of like how Canada claims to be. But I am not a political discourse channel, so.
Most open-minded approach.
I am a Canadian citizen, though, with worries.
Okay, yeah, we get it.
See now how Esfrost arrives at its marvels of engineering.
This portion contains the collected writings on metallurgy and our nation's rich history with iron.
Nice.
Our ancestors were but a tribe of impoverished hunters until the man who would become our first Archduke discovered iron. Iron changed our lives. It transformed the way we worked, farmed, built, and fought.
Indeed.
The history of iron is the history of Esfrost. It is our pride and joy, the engine that drives us.
My father told us that Esfrost is made of iron. That neither its people nor weapons would bend.
Just so, Prince Roland.
Your Grace.
Hello, Cyprus.
Forgive me the
Sucrose.
interruption. I have unfortunate news regarding the issue of which we spoke.
Oh no.
So you require reinforcements. Say no more.
Then there was the matter of the pardon.
On which my thinking has not changed. We will speak no more of this.
Understood.
Honored guests, I would consult with you on an important matter. This is Sikris, commander of Esfrost's constabulary.
Nice. So he's like the Minister of Justice then.
We have discovered an illicit salt trade operating within our borders. Yet we lack, at the moment, the manpower to address it. Might we have your assistance in apprehending the scofflaws?
Why, I would...
Lord Serenoa, matters of salt are fraught. I advise you not to engage without a clear strategy.
Okay, I'll give it some thought.
I understand it is a complex issue. Needless to say, I would not force this upon you.
Sounds simple to me. Just bringing some criminals to justice, yeah? I say aye, my lord.
I concur. What better way to thank His Grace for a tour of the archives?
And it is settled. We shall help you.
Very well.
I could not be more thankful. Sikris, brief our friends on the situation.
You tell us, Sean Fraser.
Come, I shall show you to the garrison.
Minister of Justice in Canada. Eventually, this bit that I'm doing is going to die, but it has not happened yet. Alright.
The Honorable Sean Fraser, in charge of maintaining the peace in Canada, has a secret matter to discuss with Serenoa.
Again, this is going to die very quickly, but it has not happened yet. Okay. Oh, auto.
As I am happy to be of service. Now then, what is the situation?
Eisen's successive salt taxes have given rise to an illicit salt trade that plagues the duchy.
I have heard tell that the tariffs are exorbitant, but I've not heard a price.
Let it suffice to say that the cost of a single handful of salt could feed a family for a month.
Good heavens.
Just for salt?
Demand for salt, even impure or stolen, is nigh on infinite.
A crime, to be sure, but a necessary evil for the poor. Tight regulation risks drawing their ire.
Woo!
Perhaps we should not have agreed to this so readily.
Indeed, the Archduke has a sharp mind and a silver tongue.
My brother may appear generous and open-minded, but one should never feel too safe around him.
Indeed.
I was too eager, my lord. And for that, I apologize.
Doesn't matter, we'll still do it.
I was the one who agreed. Fraught as the matter is, I could not refuse the Archduke to his face.
True.
Illicit salt trade would threaten the salt revenue on which the duchy depends. Thus, they feel they must intervene, correct?
Precisely. We understand the plight of the people without question. On matters of maintaining order, however, we cannot waver, lest seams in the social fabric be rent asunder.
Remember, this is all about salt. Like, you know, the seasoning.
We wish to reiterate that you have our support.
I mean, sure, it was, you know, probably pretty valuable back then, but...
Our spy has already
Yeah.
discovered where the smugglers operate. A transaction is to occur tonight. We shall make a move once our spy lures the smugglers into the open.
Right.
Understood. Then we shall familiarize ourselves with the town by nightfall.
That we shall. I had best get my bearings. Perhaps I'll walk around the city and the archives is in order.
Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase and may be selling rare items you'll not find at the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet.
Alright. Let's have a look around, shall we? We'll start at the top, work our way to the bottom, I guess. Alright, so you... as frosty citizen.
You'll find the ironworks, our pride and joy, over in the ironstone. The heat from it is what keeps us going. And the heat is the thing, see? It's what gives our iron the strength it's known for.
Did I... Okay, he jumps, okay. Alright, I'm like, is he walking across lava? What kind of shoes are those? Alright.
Lord Jagan is desperate to make his grand entrance on the political stage. We're desperate for his actions to match his ambition. Not that Thalas will formally recognize him anyhow. Jagan's on the wrong side of a fork in the bloodline 2 generations back.
Thanks.
This path leads to the Ironstone. I cannot let you pass.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, you. General Vlor's predecessor was a woman as well. She retired after the Saltine War, but she was a warrior the likes of which we'd never see again. Until General Vlora took her place, that is. Rumor has it she's the second coming. Or second coming of that general, or, you know, the second coming of Jesus, or, you know, whatever.
Into these frosty archives?
Not yet. Hey, Anna. You really like hanging out on narrow ledges, don't you? The duchy spends a small fortune on salt imports, given the distance. Salt itself is ever more expensive, so they hire guards to protect it. Guards need to be paid. That cost is passed to the people. Alright. Anything here? No. Anything here? Let's see.
Oh. I'll take as much salt as this will buy.
Aye, that'll get you this much. There you are.
Is that all? I could swear it bought more.
Costs more to get it now, I'm afraid. This is the best I can do.
I saw a shiny back here, yep. $600. Oh, and poison recovery pellets. Let's just rob this guy blind. I know I saw a shiny over here. Come on. Where? I saw the shine. I know I did. Oh, Eridor. I didn't even see you. I had no idea salt was so expensive. Mind you, I wouldn't call what we pay in Glenbrook cheap, but it's a damn sight less than this. You kind of lost your voice there, Eridor, for a second there. No, I did not get your voice right that time. Alright. Anything else? Nope. We're good. Oh, shiny. Up on the wall. Added recruitment notice to notes. Very well. Hey, Sean. I have a duty to stamp out the illicit salt trade, no matter how much ire I draw from the people in doing so. What good is the rule of law if I allow this to continue unhindered? The duchy would all but collapse. Thanks, Sean Fraser. Alright.
They'll pay you for as much iron as you can haul out of the mine, but it's not easy money. It comes with a tax paid in sweat and blood. Only in Esfrost can you go to sleep a pauper and awake richer than a prince.
Fair enough. The Archduke respects our independence. It is our duty to prove we are worthy of such trust. Okay, so then Gustadolf is not really Mark Carney. Gustadolf is more His Highness Charlie Triples. Alright, that's fine.
Proper salt is expensive, yeah. But don't worry, I can save you some money if you like.
Uh-huh. Sure, bud. Let's keep going, shall we? Oh, you.
Welcome! How can I be of service today?
Well, let's see. Large HP recovery pallet, firestone, ice stone, thunderstone, windstone, oil jug, ironstone, timber fiber. Yeah. None of that really appeals to me right now. So, we're done.
I'll wait your next visit.
Hi, Hewitt. The constabulary is conspicuously present, no doubt watching for signs of illegal salt trading. For sure. I'll get to you soon, Frederica. Just give me a second to talk to everyone.
We must tighten security in the city. If we stop even one sale of illicit salt, it'll be worth it. Our spy tells us an illegal sale will take place here this very evening.
Very nice. Alright. Oh, sorry to intrude, lady. Everyone knows that Lord Svarog is Archduke Gustadolf's uncle, sure. What they don't know is that he'll never be Archduke, for he's the son of a concubine, so... Well, let's just leave it at that. Lovely. Let's keep moving. Oh, you like to play chess, do you? Oh. Okay, so the shine is just of the candles. Got it. I was gonna make a joke about the chess, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Okay. Hello. Rudolph.
If I knew how to do like a reindeer voice, I would, but whatever. Do you reckon they'll actually pardon me? Guess I'll find out, seeing as I've already agreed to help.
Hi, Frederica.
How are you finding the duchy, Serenoa?
Has anything about our way of life caught your attention? The advantages that ironmongering affords the duchy are quite evident. For all the freedom you enjoy, I could not help but notice the poverty of the people. I admire your commitment to education. Is it true that any and all may make use of the archives? Well, I'm going to be honest. For all the freedom you enjoy, I could not help but notice the poverty. Oh, it's not so much poverty, though, because, if they... Things to think about, You know what? I'm going to compliment her. Because if you have a lucky woman in your lives, you should compliment her as many times as you possibly can. Indeed. And I'll have the opportunity to rise above their humble beginnings on the strength of their own merits, of course. Such flexibility is key to maintaining Aesfrost's might. Too many in my kingdom find themselves bound by their station. We could learn much from Aesfrost in that regard. Alright. Let's keep going. I think I've spoken to everyone I possibly can here. So, you know what that means. We're going to the archives. Enter the Aesfrosti archives. Yes. Whee! Oh yes, scholars. You'll know them by their, graduation tassels. As all scholars wear every second of every day.
I used to see a rather eccentric woman in here all the time, but she's not shown her face in many moons now. She was incredibly fond of rocks, as I recall, and intelligent beyond her years. I wonder what became of her.
I imagine we're going to find out soon enough.
All of us are researchers, yes. But what sort and what truths do we pursue? Ask, you may not find a common answer among us. Some shift focus as it suits the army. Others pursue a single academic thread for decades. Tell me, as someone not of the duchy, how would you use such a collection of finely honed intellects? Research leads to wisdom that lasts for generations. All of it is worthwhile. Knowledge should not be a vehicle for fame and fortune. All should be free to study what they please. I ask you in response, what joy is there in study that does not benefit the nation? Let's not insult the guy, please. Yeah, let's do this one. This I believe as lord of my domain. I expected no less from the lord of the most famous high house in all Glenbrook. You speak your mind where few others would dare.
You are quite right. Good sir, absent unfettered research, I doubt our forebears would have blessed us with the gift of the foundries. You're quite right, good sir. Absent unfettered research, I doubt our forebears would have blessed us with the gift of the foundries. May I be so lucky as to repay my debt to them with an equally worthy contribution to our great society.
You'll find no greater example of our ironworking prowess than the armor that adorns the Black Irons. No other nation can match the output of our foundries. We aim to keep it that way.
Spoken like a true soldier. I cannot deny him pride in the duchy's achievements. I've no doubt the Black Irons are as formidable as he claims. There should be stairs here, shouldn't there? Oh yeah, there are stairs. They were just a little further up. Got it. Ooh, shiny. Added salt and meat to notes. You put salt on meat, you cook it, tastes real good. Alright, Gila. The sheer number of tomes in the archives can be overwhelming as it is, and yet there are even more than ever. And there are even more that never see the light of day. A collection of tightly restricted works rests beneath the main archives. One needs special dispensation to even lay eyes on them. The Duchy takes great pains to open wide the gates of knowledge and education. The people are free to pursue their studies as they see fit, and any may rise to prominence on their own merits, regardless of station. This is undoubtedly one of the Duchy's strengths. Thanks, Eggs. Examine. Obtained magic ring. Somebody left their wedding ring in a bookcase. Nice.
Hey, babe. I'm back from the archives.
Oh my god, babe! Welcome home!
Where's your wedding ring?
Huh? Oh, no!
I regret to inform you that was the actual sound my forehead made when I slapped it. That was not added in.
The Goddess of Salt's teachings tell us that the Roselle must bear the stain of their collective sins from birth.
What? Collective sins from birth? What? Are you just saying that because their hair is pink? Their hair is not the right color. They are sinful. You know what? Too much trouble to, make connections to the real world. Hi, Roland. Have you heard the story of General of Laura? If the Duchy soldiers are to be believed, she began as a lowly foot soldier and rose all the way to general. Clearly, might and skill carry one quite far in the Duchy. I'd wager she's no match for the Dawn Spear, but she's a force to be reckoned with. Indeed, I saw shiny. Added Marvels of Norzelia Volume 1 to notes. Marvels of Norzelia, huh? Oh. There's someone here? Okay, is there like a way I can turn the camera? There is! Whoa! This is awesome. Hi. I've come to study the mining techniques of the Esfrosti. Seeing as we'll be working side by side in the mines, and study I shall. Every tome I've opened has so much to teach me. Good thing, too, seeing as they pride themselves on their mining. Hello. May I never again see destruction like that. The Sultane War unleashed upon Norzelia. It took many moons for the Duchy and the Holy State to rebuild their capitals and domains in the aftermath. I shudder to think what would have become of the continent had Glenbrook not intervened. Thanks, lady. Oh, shiny. Where's the shiny? Where's the shiny? I saw the shiny. Come on, shine again for me, please. Where is it? Right there. There. Added children's textbook, Salt in Norzelia to notes. Alright, awesome. I think we've spoken to everyone then. Unless I missed someone over here. Let's see, Gila. Let's just, take a look down the hall. Nope, we've spoken to everyone. Leave the archives. Yes, to the city streets. Just want to make sure I've spoken to everyone. Have I gone in here? I have not. Hello, miss. HP recovery pellet. How are you? Did you know the Duchy's army has a contingent mounted on hawks? Makes fighting over the mountains easier, see? Well, so Esfrost uses hawks to cat. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. I will leave you and your cat alone. Okay. So now that I know that I can turn the camera around. Any doors I've missed? Woo! Can't control it very well, but... Woo! Back to normal. Alright. I think that's everything. Okay. So then. I think we're done. An exploration? Yes. I believe I have the lay of the land now. I should make my way back to Sir Cyprus and await a nightfall. Well, it is technically a nightfall. Just this next one.
Battle. On a snowy night, Cyprus and House Wolford make their way to where an illicit exchange is about to take place.
Alright, well before we do that, I want to check out the encampment, because some new things were added last episode. Alright, we got you.
Welcome to the Sundry Shop. You can exchange your kudos for special wares here. House Wolford's always treated me well. If there's aught I can do to repay your kindness, you need only ask. You'll be able to promote units classes here too. Fear not, I'll let you know when one of your comrades is ready. At a Sundry Shop, you can exchange kudos for items and promote your allies.
Thanks. Can I promote class?
Every unit has a class, and each class is divided into ranks: Recruit, Veteran, and Elite.
Alright. Oh, no more pages. Alright.
Promoting unit will increase both their stats and maximum TP, and unlock new acquirable abilities. Raising a unit's class also changes their appearance in battle.
You can only promote a unit's class if they are at or above the specified level, and you have the appropriate medal. Promoting a unit's class will consume the medal. Right, good to know. I don't have a Medal of Bravery, nor is he level 10. Awesome. Alright, how about Roland? They're all Medal of Bravery level 10. Let's just look at the, next class looks, though. Sereno looks pretty cool. Yeah, Cavalryman. Roland. Ooh, Strategist. Firecaster, whoa. Curist, that's good. Assassin, very good, very good. Flyer, I don't see much of a difference here. Oh, she gets like feathers in her hair and stuff. Her name was Lola, she was a shoker, with pretty feathers in her hair. Okay, Vent Guardian. Alright, very nice. Nice. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons there. Alright, let's go back. Right, trade post. What do you got for me, my friend?
The trade post operates not on coin, but kudos. These kudos can be exchanged for all sorts of items, including quietuses and metals. Quietus are commands executed immediately in battle and differ from abilities in 3 key ways. They do not consume a turn. They consume quietus points, QP, not TP. Each quietus may only be used once per battle. Medals are used to promote a unit's class. They come in limited quantities, and new medals will be added as the story progresses.
Thanks, tutorial. Alright, we got information. I have no interest in that. Alright. Yeah, Quietus point. Yeah. Critical blow. Restore. In tandem. Yeah. I don't have the money for, or the kudos for those, though. Alright. Well, Eagle-Eyed Elder. You've done me well.
I see. So you're all set then.
Alright. Right, I've talked to you. How about you?
Welcome, welcome. See anything you fancy?
Very nice. So I can get materials from him.
Understood, my lord. Please come again.
And you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any iron. I could get iron, I guess. Alright. Next time, perhaps. Perhaps. Spirited Barkeep.
Well, if it isn't Lord Serenoa, welcome to the Encampment Tavern. Wolford soldiers will have a place to relax so long as I'm around, and I plan on sticking with you till the end. Perhaps you ought to consider dropping in for a drink and chat ever so often too, my lord.
Tavern. Mental mock battles. You can engage in mental mock battles at the tavern. Each battle is different, so choose the one that best suits your aims. You can also replay story battles here. Very nice. Okay. So these are like training. So then am I to assume that... Am I to assume that I can use these to train up? Okay, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to wait. Don't be a stranger. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to wait. Okay? We're going to end the episode there. Right? Off screen, without, I won't be recording this. I will try out the mental mock battles. And if they do award experience and all that, I will train all of my units up to the recommended level of the next battle, which was level 4. And next episode, my units will all be level 4. I think Eridor already is, so he doesn't need any training. And, yeah, from there, we'll go on to do the next battle. But, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Until then, this has been me, Chris, your friend, your buddy, your home sliced bread slice, whatever you want to call me. It has been me, and I will see you whenever the next episode goes up. Goodbye!